How is everybody? This is day one, and I'm Fran. And today I birth my baby, UF Diaries. Hello and welcome. It's what we do on Thursdays. A little bit about the history. I had talked about a podcast for years, and then in early 2022, all hell broke loose. So here we are. You are the benefactor of my raw vulnerability. And I'm so glad that you're going to touch base, join in, and be part of something that's phenomenal, and it's all about you. So what's coming? We'll be live and we'll be recorded. Some days it'll just be me. And then some days it'll be me and somebody that's really special. I have some experts that are bringing what they love and bringing their passion to you. And I found them because I had a need. And so February of 2022, I became widowed. I wasn't prepared for it. Everything came out of the woodwork, and oh my gosh, still today, there are parts of it that are going on, and it's been over a year since all this happened. And there was heartache and a truth. And sometimes truth is the only thing that's going to set you free. And that heartache is because it is deep and it is absolutely gut-wrenching. And then what came out of that were the joys that I'm going to bring to you. You're going to see some truths, and you're going to see some joys in that aftermath that nothing can touch. And it's going to let you know that there's a gift, and that gift is something that you can take and put in your pocket, put in your heart, you share it. You just do. There'll be coaching moments, and there'll be life moments that are part of the party. These are some of the gut-wrenching trials that I faced and I walked through. I learned to love myself more. I gave others away so I could find peace, and I worked through a forgiveness that I didn't know I was capable of. I decided who was worth my time. I decided what resources that I needed to use out of the legal system, because I was given a direction, and I had to decide where I was going to put it. I had to decide what recourse was valid in anything that I chose to do, and I had to choose me over those that hated me, whatever regret I felt, those that I didn't control. And mainly, I had to choose God in my life. God in my life who always had my back. And this came out of this. The first check that I wrote was for a bill in his business that was over $31,000. He had bills that he didn't pay, and that was the first of many that I was finding out about. The house that was in shambles had to go through probate. There were 9 years of taxes that weren't paid. And you probably wonder, how does that work? Well, one of the experts is my tax resolution person, and I don't ever have to talk to the IRS again. One of the angelic things that happened was my massage therapist, who's also a dear friend. I had 2 days to get out of the house to close. Finally got it. And the second group of investors decided to go ahead. We had to cut the cost of the house because it was in such bad shape. But she cleared her books. She cleared her calendar. 2 days. Because she knew I wasn't in any shape to make it happen. She and I were friends, and she and I are even better friends. And she's She's one of 5 or more that stepped up and has my back, and I do the same for her every day of the week. The last check, because he died on the job, the last check was going to be $2,700. Do you know for a federal crime, it only takes $500? And his son, my stepson, and the man that he was doing business with, I had to decide, was $2,700 worth my time? There are days that I still don't think it is, but I have made peace with some of my decisions, and we'll see. I'm pretty done with it. $2,700 is not much, but it was the day he died. This is a text that I received about little over 2 months after we put him in the ground. You are an evil, self-centered, and soulless as anyone I've ever met. 30 minutes after I read that text, and it ended pretty ugly. 30 minutes after I read that text, I was at the police station. And do you know that text is considered a borderline threat? There is a police report. And when the police themselves tell you, file a restraining order, you've got to think long and hard. I had the legal system and the police department telling me to file restraining orders against my 2 stepchildren who never did. They never did want me in their life. They didn't want anybody in their dad's life. So, it was 11 and a half years of some very ugly times. And so, trying to be fair with everything, I had to make different decisions about how best I would end that journey, legally and in my heart and with God. And this is life, and you're never prepared for life. Don't ever think that you are going to have it all together. I absolutely know that God is with me. I absolutely know that my heart still hurts. And after getting this particular video in the works, I realized that I've still got more forgiveness to work on. And there's more healing coming. And I'm so glad, because I was not where I needed to be. And I know my journey includes you. This is why I'm here. I never wanted anybody to face what I faced and be so hated during this process. There were 5 people that stepped up for me, and you're going to meet those 5, or most of them. Some of them won't be available, but I will tell you the stories. They were my angels sent from heaven. God made sure I wasn't alone, because I had no one. And I was in my weakest moment, and I still have these beautiful souls today. I wanted to introduce to you just a bite of what the diaries are about. When you join me, know that you're welcomed into my world, and that you're going to see something that I'm blessed to be able to help you with. And it'll probably be a little bit of healing on my journey too. You have, as UF Diaries grows, you're going to see how I created it and how it is serving you. And I want you to know that it's important that I get to know you. Y'all have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you on Thursdays.